All right. We are recording.
Super duper. We're
Super
back.
duper.
We're doing this again. We're trying it again.
It's been a while, Scott.
It's all your fault.
Kind of, sort of. A little bit.
No,
Just a little bit.
No, it's nobody's fault. All that matters is we're doing it, and we're back.
We're back.
We're
Lots of changes since last time we were here.
How long has it been since we recorded? Do you remember?
I think it's been since last fall. Maybe almost a year? 8 months?
Wow.
At least 8 months. 9 months?
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I had just gotten Barkley, so that makes sense.
So you've had Barkley now a year.
It'll be a
this
year
weekend.
next month. Was it August 1st? It was just after Oshiega, and it's Oshiega this weekend. So yeah, it's been about a year. Yeah.
Yay, Barkley!
Hey, where are you, buddy?
A year goes fast, doesn't it?
Holy!
Yeah,
I can't believe I still have him. It's great.
Well, it was hit and miss. I remember getting a lot of messages late at night being like, I don't know if I could do this.
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
hold on, you got this.
It took an army. It took a village, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
But we're there. Wouldn't I don't know what life would be like without him now. He's every morning we wrestle for a good 5-10 minutes. He wakes me up so we can go out and enjoy the sunrise, which is amazing. He wakes me up I think he's got to go pee. I open the door and he just goes and lays on the couch and just bathes every morning. It's so funny. And he's a black dog. He just loves the sun.
That is the sweetest. He's such a good guy. I love Barkley.
He's all right. He's okay. Don't let him hear that. Oh, I've got the earbuds in. How's Nacho? I haven't seen him. Well, I've seen him virtually, but actually I saw him a couple weeks ago when you were looking after Barks.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, I have my neighbor's dog here, another bulldog right now. So they're upstairs. I can hear them wrestling.
Just
chaos. They're pretty funny. It's chaos.
2 bulldogs is chaos.
Yeah, it is. But I like the chaos. I kind of enjoy it. So it's good. It's nice having. He has company. He'll be tired tonight, which makes my life so much easier.
That's very true. A tired dog is the best. It's impossible.
It's the best thing in the world.
It's only happened 4 times.
Kids.
Yeah.
Best
Can't
thing
relate
in the world.
there. But yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine. Oh man. So yeah, let's catch people up. I know everyone's dying to know what's up with us. So go ahead.
Not a lot of changes from the team, more personal life changes. I think that's the biggest thing. But we're plugging away. What do we say? We're on the pontoon boat.
We
head into the yacht.
We had we were in some murky waters for a bit. I think the whole industry can kind of attest. I think there's a good handful of agents that really still thrived. But I think if you took your foot off the gas at all, which unfortunately we both kind of did, which happens, it's, it was a tough time, to be honest. So I use the metaphor that we were just basically on a life raft with the storm going around us, and we were still afloat, but the winds were crazy, the waves were crazy, and we were just hanging on. And but the water has since settled. The sun came out. We were in a dinghy for a little bit a couple months ago. Yeah. Right.
Now we swam to the pontoon boat. We're kind of there.
The pontoon boat was great.
I'm
happy to be on a pontoon boat, metaphorically and literally. I love pontoon boats. It's on my vision board. Actually, it's not yet, but I'm going to add one. I love pontoon boats. What else do you need, honestly?
Yeah.
But yeah, we got bigger goals. We're definitely heading towards larger vessels.
Once in a while, like I said last week, once in a while the salt water still splashes me in my eyes with my contacts in.
Yeah, and you sleep with them when you wake up, and
your eyes hurt. They're bright red.
But that's okay. It happens.
It's okay. It's part of life, right?
There's eye drops for that. These are all metaphors, people. All metaphors.
Yeah, not the truth, but
yeah. Well, it's a mixture of our careers and our lives are just so intertwined. It's your life and your business is so much the same. It's hard to separate it. So it's hard for us to separate like the personal side from work and vice versa. Like we do a really good job of it. You do an amazing job of it.
Sometimes,
If,
not always.
Well, I mean, sometimes maybe like the productivity suffers, but it's never like client facing things or things that need to get done for a transaction or for a client. But it's things like moving the needle, like, working on little projects and things like that. Of course, that takes a hit sometimes, but we are human and we've taken a step to rectify that, which we can't really talk about yet, but
not yet. Next month we'll make the big announcement.
Yeah. Next month we have some news that we're very excited about. That's all we'll say for now. But yeah, so
but
hold
I think
on.
we have to sit back though and actually acknowledge, like, I mean, you've been selling real estate now almost 14 years. I've been selling 16 years. 13, and last year was pretty much one of the hardest years. I mean, actually not pretty much. It was the hardest year I've ever had when it came to, nothing made sense. Nothing kind of went the direction that you thought it was going to go. And I think we held on pretty well, to be honest.
I think so too. I mean, yeah, it was uncharted territory for sure. Yeah. Definitely tested what we've got deep inside.
Yes.
Yeah,
there were many tears.
Just
on my end, not on Scott.
Yeah.
On my end, there were many tears.
I was watching Cops. That didn't even make sense. No, bad reference, wrong reference, but you get the idea. April cries a lot. I'm just kidding.
You're not lying.
Yeah, you know what? You have, if we're talking about it, you have very like quick and controlled cries. Like it's like Toronto's rain lately. It's just like it comes, it is steady for a short period of time, and then we're good. We're back to it. We're good. Back to.
I had a little cry session the other day. You looked at me. You're like, I don't know if you're crying or you're laughing.
Yeah. I honestly still don't know, but I think it was a cry. It was a cry. But honestly, like, that's the cool thing about us. Like, I've never had a sister, and like you're like the closest thing I'll ever have to a sister. It definitely feels like that to me. And it's cool that you are comfortable enough to do that. Like,
right in front of you.
Yeah.
I cried in front of you a lot.
It's true. But yeah, no more tears.
It's true. You're not just like my business partner. You're like my brother. You're like my best friend. Like, you're the person I call for everything. You're the person I call 10 times a day, and you always pick up the phone. So I have to give you credit for that.
I never know what. It's always good. You're always such a positive person. And anyways, what is this episode about? Are we just?
I don't know where we going.
Pumping each other's tires.
Love.
Tire pump.
Love and crying.
That's life. Love, crying, and taxes. It's tax season. Anyway, so yeah, you went to SARS Fest.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's so funny that you posted that on your Instagram. I totally forgot about that.
I think I was in the womb.
Did you go?
Still. I think I was an embryo still.
Okay. We all know you're much younger than me, but not much younger than me.
Well, I wasn't old enough to go to SARS Fest, so. Or was I?
What year was it?
I think
2001.
I think it was like 20 years ago, roughly.
Okay, so 2004. So
yeah. No,
okay.
It was like high school, like end of high school for me.
Okay.
Roughly.
Yeah, same.
There was like,
same
totally.
Here.
Yeah, you were just. How many victory laps did you do?
It was
grade 18, grade 19.
It was very mature for my age. Let's just say
that. We're gonna cut all this part out. No, I'm just kidding. Who were like the headliners back then?
Okay, so I remember Justin Timberlake played, and people were throwing water bottles filled with urine at him.
No
and the Rolling Stones
way.
were the headliners, and AC/DC.
Wow.
And Rush. And I never was a Rush fan. I'll be honest. I was never a Rush fan. But I have to say, we probably should cut this part out, but after enjoying some edibles, I really enjoyed Rush.
We're keeping that in.
I have to say.
Good.
I did. I was like, I think I kind of get it. My girlfriend and I were sitting there, we're like, yeah, this kind of all makes sense now. I can see why there's so much hype around Rush.
Rush is awesome. Rush is great. You have to kind of be, you have to be into what, like, Who would be another band? Like, I guess like Styx, Steely Dan. Is that all kind of in the same sort of era, right? Like Rush. I know I can't picture the. Anyways, we're gonna definitely cut this part out.
Anyways, I never was really a big Rush fan. I just didn't get it. But then I wouldn't say I went home and listened to a Rush album after that. But I was like, at that moment, I'm like, I kind of get it. I see where this is. I see why there's hype around this band.
I know what I'm getting you for Christmas now.
Please don't.
Yeah, it's too late. I've already ordered it. Artificial
Amazon.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I mean, I think there was like 500,000 people at that show. Or at that.
Yeah, you know what's actually funny? I remember one of our concerns. I went with a bunch of friends. It was like, oh man, it's going to take us like 4 hours to get home because we had to take the subway up from Downsview. And we just kind of left. I remember that. We left right when it was ending. We walked, we jumped on the subway. I was home like in less than an hour. And I was like, holy shit. Excuse my language. How do we manage that?
We're going to cut out, excuse my language. We're going to cut out, excuse my language.
Okay.
Because shit is allowed. Shit is allowed.
Yeah. But it was fun. I mean, I think it was one of those big monumental concerts. I'm happy that I went to it. Speaking of concerts, you went to a concert this week?
It was cool. Creed, not my favorite band by any means, but it was an adventure. I was offered free tickets. Okay. Nothing. Yeah, it was. I didn't like. Shout out to my friend who will remain nameless because he wasn't supposed to give them to someone that was outside of his sales target area. But anyway, it was fun. It was Daniela's first time at Bud Stage, which
I can't believe that
blew my mind.
I can't even
all of her friends were like, "Did you?" Because she posted the story. She's like, "Did you go to a rock concert?" Like all of her friends were like blown away.
Were they like shocked?
Yeah.
Like what happened to you?
Yeah. So this guy's changing you. No, but it was awesome.
She must really like you, Scott.
I guess. I don't know why.
Not only her first concert at Budweiser, but a Creed concert. That's all I gotta say.
With arms wide open.
I say that with love.
Fair enough. But they were pretty selfish. They played like 10 to 15 songs that I couldn't tell you what they were. And everyone's like looking at each other like, what songs are these? Like no one knows these. There's like a couple like diehards that were just singing everything. But most people went for like those like top 2-3 songs, which they saved to the very end. But it was cool. Like when they played With Arms Wide Open, like the entire stadium, whatever you want to call it, amphitheater, sang. And it was like he like stopped after. He's like I got goosebumps all over. Like it was a cool. He said like 3-4 times. He's like, I don't honestly say this a lot. Like this was the coolest. I will never forget this show.
Really?
Like everybody.
That's pretty nice.
I just got a little bit of goosebumps again. Like that was really, really cool. So, and his voice sounded great for it. He's got to be in his like 50s now. I don't know,
and he's gone through a lot, like drug abuse and arrests, and he's kind of lived
Who hasn't,
a long. Like, it's just a normal Saturday,
Anyway, but yeah, no, it was cool. Definitely glad I went. Glad that she could experience that. We'll have to go back for a band or an artist that's like actually really good, and not just nostalgic. Like there's obviously a difference.
Well, you could have gone and seen Corey Haim. I mean, not Corey Haim, Corey Feldman.
Who's that?
Corey Feldman? You know who Corey Feldman is?
Is that from like one of those groups from back in the day?
No, he was like this. You know the Coreys, like Corey Haim and Corey Feldman?
No. Yeah. I'm super young. You forget.
You're not that young, Scott. I'm not
pretty
that
young.
Much older.
I'm pretty young if I do this.
No, so the Coreys were like these famous actors like back in the 90s. Like late 80s, early 90s, I guess. They were like teenage heartthrobs. Corey Haim actually ended up dying of a drug overdose, but Corey Feldman continued on. And now just Google him. That's all I have to say.
Probably not Google him.
No, please do it. Not right now, but when you're bored later on, like Google him. But he ended up opening up for Limp Bizkit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I heard that was a good show too.
Yeah, that would have been fun. That would have been really fun to see.
Yeah, Limp Bizkit would be cool. Well, I gotta go. No, I'm just kidding.
It's nice talking to you. I'll call you in like 5 minutes.
Oh God, yeah. How many times do we talk a day? I wonder.
We probably talk
5 to 17.
at
Five
least
to
20.
fair enough.
Probably at least 20.
Fair.
Yeah. It's not a day that I don't wake up and have a text message from you and I'm like pretending to be working. It's 7 a.m. I'm like waking up.
Yeah, it's okay. Not everybody is an early bird. I love my mornings. I've been doing the morning thing lately. I've been getting up at 6. So I saw this video. This guy, he's a doctor and he has a YouTube channel. Speaking of which, we're starting a YouTube channel. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be riveting. It's going to be good though. We're gonna try really hard. But he was just saying, the thing is basically you wake up right away. Don't hit snooze. Like everyone knows that. Anybody who is anywhere near like the self-development, like productivity world, like get up right away. Don't hit snooze because you're sending a message to yourself that, whatever. So get up right away, immediately hit the floor and start working out. So 4 minutes
like
straight.
Jumping jacks or something?
4 minutes straight of whatever, no breaks. Okay. So like push-ups, leg lifts, like plank, mountain climbers, whatever. So 4 minutes. So you just wake up, set a timer. I just set it for 5 because it takes me a minute to actually get up and move the old bod. And then straight from there, you actually get hot and kind of sweaty. And you go directly for a cold shower for 30 seconds.
Oh, wow.
Minimum 30 seconds. Yeah. So like the combination of like get up right away. I drink some water, obviously, like that. Do workout for 4 minutes, whatever you got to do. And then 30-second shower, cold shower. And then just get right into work, right into like your top task, your top like hardest task. Cause there's all this crazy stuff going on in your body and your brain, like your blood's flowing and you're just like, you're basically in flow state, like right away.
Okay.
And apparently you commit to like 5 minutes or 15 minutes. I can't, one of the two. The point is you never just do the 5 or 15, you continue on because you're just like into it. And then immediately after that, get outside, like get out in nature.
Get some sunshine.
It's beautiful because it works out because that's when I take Barkley out, go for a walk, go to the park. It's been, I recommend anybody try it. If anybody wants the link, shoot me a DM or whatever. But
sounds like actually a really wonderful way to start your day and be productive because there's nothing better than accomplishing a bunch of things in the morning.
100%.
Like it changes your whole day.
100%. Yeah. Picking like one thing the night before, or like 1 to 3 like big tasks the night before. And so you're like mentally prepared. Like that's what I'm going to do as soon as I get out of that shower and like put on my sexy bathrobe, which I don't have. Do you have a bathrobe? You must. You're a bathrobe person for sure.
I have 2.
Yeah.
I have 2. I wouldn't say they're sexy by any means, but I have 2.
That's up for debate. I need one. I'm going to get myself one. I'm going to write that down. Buy a bathrobe. Okay.
I do like that feeling though. Like I find in the mornings I try and meditate as much as possible. I do like 10-minute Calm app, the daily meditation, the daily Calm, and then try and do like 5 minutes of visualization. And I find I can just change my whole day.
Yeah, I feel like any combination of those things, like you just have to do something though. I feel like you're just waking up, going in autopilot, like just randomly going about your morning. It's a lot of people do it. I'm very guilty of doing that a lot as well. But that's why I really enjoyed this guy's suggestion. Cause like you read all these books, you watch all these podcasts and everyone's got there's a lot of similarities and like similar advice, but I don't know. This one really resonated with me. I'm like, even if I don't go to the gym that day, at least I'll feel like I did something.
Yeah.
And getting up early consistently. Like I got the Whoop, which is did you find yours? I don't want to rub that in.
What ended up happening, when I was doing my renovations, I was staying in the Airbnb. I unfortunately left a bag there that had my Whoop, my iWatch, and my iPad in it. And somehow it miraculously disappeared. So unfortunately, no, I don't have the Whoop anymore. But it was interesting. I kind of got addicted to seeing my sleep, like how well rested I slept and like my deep sleep and everything. It's interesting to actually see like how small of a deep sleep you actually have at night.
Yeah, deep sleep and REM sleep. Yeah, I like it. It kind of keeps me more consistent. It's like, hey, you're crushing it in your consistency. That's the key to good rest and what is it? Whatever. Recovery.
Anyways.
Yeah. But try it out.
I think
Try it out.
we don't realize how important sleep is in our productivity when it comes to work. And I think we don't realize it because sometimes with our job in particular, it's not like a 9 to 5 job. Like there's days where we'll wake up and we'll just jump into work right away. And then right before we go to bed, things will pop up for work at the last minute. And so there's no consistent schedule. So sometimes our sleep does suffer from that. But when you can kind of relax and have a really good sleep, like the amount of things that you can do in a day is pretty amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. The hardest thing is going to bed early enough.
Yeah.
I've been pretty good lately, though. I've been saying no to things. Sorry, Daniela. We were supposed to go to the drive-in the other day, and I'm like, actually the same night as the Creed concert.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's why you didn't go.
No, not even. Like that. The Creed thing came up so last minute, like literally an hour before. I was like working on an offer, and I got the message like, "Hey, I got tickets. You guys should come." And I'm like,
Yeah.
We just like, it all happened so fast. But I had already said no to the drive-in because the movie I think started at like 9, but there's probably opening credits, and it's like in Oakville, and I'm trying to get to bed around 11 these days. So I'm like, that'll be like a 12:31 probably. Can't do it. So I'm just trying. I think, to your point though, sleep consistency is so important.
I agree. Yeah. And I think like also that just for your own kind of, I know that if I don't sleep properly, I do get anxious about things, and I get very forgetful about things too. So it does make a huge difference. Last night, I didn't sleep very well. My daughter woke up in the middle of the night with a nightmare. And so she came in the room crying, and then we ended up like
go back up. Was that what it was?
No, she actually had a nightmare about Shrek.
Okay. All right.
Anyway, so we like, I was up with her, kind of like consoling her, like, and then it took me a while to fall back asleep. And then I always fall back into like a really, really deep sleep. And then I had a really crazy dream. I think I told you about like apocalyptic zombies.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, I don't want to get into details about that, but it's just really weird. I don't even know.
Should I talk about my dream? Probably.
Do it.
Part of my this is weird. I watch a lot of YouTube, like I said. Don't get the wrong idea, Tom, but Tom's story, you were in my dream. We were playing basketball. I don't even know if you play basketball, but you were pretty good. You had a pretty good silky jumper. I was a little bit better, but I think I don't know why. I think, well, I told you I watch a lot of YouTube, but yeah, basketball. I can't even play basketball right now. I think that's why too.
You're like probably dreaming about it. Basketball.
Yeah, of all people, Tommy. Anyway, I don't know. Let's play one-on-one. Let's go. We'll do it on Instagram Live.
Now. Come on, Tom Story. You can do it.
official invitation. Official challenge.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yep. So yeah, I guess the whole point of this one was just to let everybody know we're going to be doing this again. We're going to be
excited to get back.
Yeah, we're going to be more interactive on our Instagram, asking you guys what you guys want to know about. Obviously, the market's a bit interesting and confusing, so we'll be touching on that a little bit. But yeah, and look out for the podcast coming soon, or not the podcast, sorry, the YouTube channel.
We have a lot of fun things happening. We're going to kind of take out the rest of August and take some time off, finish up. We got some deals happening right now. We've actually had a really great week. We have to do a shout out to that.
Toot the horn.
It's funny how this business works because we can go for work. Okay, for example, we had a listing. I have to say that was on the market for many, many, many months. And then on a random Saturday night, we got 3 offers. And it just shows like you never know what's going to happen.
You got to stay what? Optimistic.
Positive. Oh, shoot. Optimistic. That's my word.
Oh, my God. Cut. Yeah, no, it's, I posted on my story yesterday too. It's like, I just had one of those moments, like, we did 2 deals yesterday, which is amazing always, but especially just hasn't been the busiest of years. And it was just one of those moments. It was like beautiful sunset. I was just like thinking, like, God, it's like, this job is so unique from so many different perspectives. Like I feel like the public's perspective of what it is we do or don't do maybe is like so like, what's the word? Distorted, for lack of a better term, I would say, or misconstrued. I feel like you and I, like you said, been doing this for a long time, and we're surrounded by a lot of the top agents in the city who, you know, can all attest to this too. It's like no 2 days are alike.
No,
you
never.
you just can't expect anything in this business. Like, you can't take anything for granted, and you just never really know, like, you never really know when the next good news is going to come. Like, but it does come. It always does. Like, you always get that random referral email, or, you know, whatever, like, or like a deal goes through when you didn't think it would. A lot of the opposite happens for sure, but it's like golf. You have that one good swing, you're like, I'm still a golfer. I love golf. But like 80% of the time you're playing like garbage. I don't know if that made sense, but
I get what you're saying though. It's true. Like, sometimes it can be really, really rough, and then sometimes it can be so rewarding. You know, we had 2 really rewarding deals go through yesterday. You know, we have 2 possible deals going through today. So, I mean, it's been a pretty good week considering.
And like they say, you can have a pretty good year next week. That's like, that's what Chris always says.
But it's true.
It's
so
truth.
true.
Yeah. So
I think that, you know, but we also do like work very, 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 very hard. And it kind of makes me sad sometimes, because I see people, what they think a real estate agent does based on these Netflix shows and the prime show of those Toronto agents. And it kind of makes me sad, because it's not like that at all.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is. It's entertainment. But the things that kind of go on behind the scenes are so different.
I kind of like it in one sense, though. It's like, because then it gives you that ability to then show them like what we're about, what we're capable of, how we work. Because I know you and I both take a lot of pride in how we run our businesses and how we carry ourselves and how we communicate to clients and we communicate with other agents, because that is I think that's the most important thing, like how you communicate and how you carry yourself. Because there's a lot of agents out there, and not all of them do that. And that's the majority of agents are kind of what people think about when they think about agents. Like, unless you've worked with somebody who's been doing this for a very long time and takes it seriously, and like it's their like number one career. I forget what I was saying there. But
I think that we both understand how important relationships are. And we take every relationship that we have very, very seriously. And I think that's what makes us successful in what we do. Although we may cry behind the scenes at times, you know, we
speak for yourself.
So than you.
one day I'll cry.
You will.
Tears of joy.
I think I've seen like your eyes well up a little bit at times.
I was watching Gladiator. That movie does make me cry. 7 Pounds, Gladiator. I think that's it. Oh, maybe My Girl. Remember My Girl?
Oh, it's Macaulay Culkin?
With the bees at the end. She dies.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry to bring that up.
About that.
Sorry to be a downer. What movies make you cry? No.
Oh, there's so many. Still, criticism. There, pretty much any commercial.
Oh God. Okay.
I'm kidding. Okay. There are a few commercials that have made me well up, though.
That's good.
No, I think
that's good.
What's that movie? You know, have you ever seen Steel Magnolias?
No.
With Dolly Parton and Julia Roberts?
Was that released in like 1946? When was?
Yeah.
Okay. Then no, I haven't.
Yeah.
Do you hate
Watch
me today?
It.
Okay.
I do.
No. Was that a threat, or are you telling me to watch it?
I'm telling you to watch it. You know I can't hate you. I tried.
We've tried. I know.
Good luck. Many times.
Good luck, lady.
Many
times. Okay. Well, we've talked about our lives. We've talked about hinting at the business. We've talked about concerts. We've talked about what movies make us cry.
But we haven't talked about one concert.
What's that?
Taylor Swift.
Okay. Tell us about it.
I have to say.
Lifelong dream come true.
So I went to Amsterdam and I saw Taylor Swift. And I have to say, she puts on an unbelievable show. It was like over 3.5 hours. It was fantastic. And the way she knows how to work the crowd is beyond anything I've ever seen. So honestly,
better than Beyonce. Have you seen Beyonce? Are they on the same level?
Yeah, I would assume so. I'm sure Beyonce can work the crowd just as well. I honestly have never seen Beyonce in concert.
That seems.
But it was a pretty incredible experience watching Taylor Swift. Whether or not you're a fan, I can't imagine. Like, even if you didn't like Taylor Swift, you'd still love the concert. It was so good.
So what you're saying is I should have gone to Amsterdam. Thanks for rubbing it in. We're all happy that you had a great time. Actually, I am really happy. I'm happy you went. It looked like a good time. Did you cry?
No, actually, I didn't shed one tear the whole time I was in Europe.
Wow, you maintained all tears.
I did.
You retained.
I saved them until I came home.
Yeah.
No, honestly, it was a really good trip.
You're gonna have some people like, "Are you okay?" Messages. I'm here if you need me. I'm here if you need. She's fine, everybody. She's
fine.
thriving.
No,
She's
I'm just
great.
gonna walk away still like a crazy person here.
Yeah.
No, honestly, it was such a good trip. I went with a friend of mine. We went to Amsterdam for 4 days, and then we took the train to Paris for 4 days, and it was just fantastic. Like, every bit of the trip was just amazing. So I feel pretty lucky. That. It was a good refresh, a good like summer refresh. Go away. There was no kids. I just got to do my thing, walk around all day.
There's no kids at all in Amsterdam. Why do they do that?
That belonged to me. None that belonged to me.
Okay.
But
that would have been weird.
That would have been. But no, it was really nice. It was really, really nice. I didn't realize how much I needed it until I was there. So it was like that. Yeah.
Well, let's do this again.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm actually excited that we are doing this again. I think it's fun. Okay, my friend. Well, this is wonderful.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. We don't have a title for this yet. Peace.
Save it for the podcast.
Lotus talk about it.
Okay. Well, maybe. We'll talk about that. Let us talk about this. Okay.
Deal. Okay. Bye, April.
Bye, Scott. I'll talk to you in 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.